Japan is done with the censorship. They are done with payment processors like VISA and Mastercard. They're done with anime being censored, manga being censored, visual novels being censored, light novels being censored, anything in between. They are done with VISA and Mastercard doing what they've been doing to them for years now. And there is no better evidence to support this than this article that came out earlier this morning. Now, before I get into this article, do not mistake this article for the article we got back in October of this year. Obviously, the same picture is used, but the actual title and everything is completely different. It has similar issues being discussed, but there is differences within these articles, and so do not mistake the news that we got today for December for the stuff we got back in October. I will give clarity to the differences in a moment, but right now, let's get into the stuff that came out today. Japanese content platform DLsite gets its own official credit card amidst Visa and Mastercard suspensions. Automatically a huge win for a title for an article, and if we scroll down and we start reading this, Vivian, the company running major Japanese digital content platform DLsite, announced on December 19th that it will launch its own official credit card meant to ensure consumers can use DLsite and related services with peace of mind. Offered through the domestic credit card company JCB, the Vivian JCB card appears to be yet another effort by the company to offer self-reliant methods of payments. And if you scroll down, it still continues. DLsite is home to a range of content, both adult and SFW, including comics, games, doujins, and ASMR, published by indies and big companies alike. In April 2024, the platform ran into trouble with international payment processors after refusing to do away with its 18-plus content, leading to payment processors through Visa and Mastercard and American Express being suspended on the platform. To this day, the domestic JCB is the only credit card brand supported on the site. Likely to counter this, Vivian has decided to issue its own credit cards. Specifically, the Vivian JCB card is so-called virtual credit card users can create through a dedicated mobile app free of charge. Opting for a physical card does come with a $20 fee. To encourage adoption, the company will offer a 4% point return rate for the purchases made on DLsite and other Vivian services from January 26 to July 31st, 2026. And then, if you continue on, the article continues. It says, interestingly, this comes after Vivian launched a semi-in-house direct payment method called Mina no Genko in October of this year. It seems the company is trying to secure as many alternatives as possible after losing the widely adopted Visa and Mastercard. So this more or less kind of perfectly explains this other article that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is that this was an in-house payment process that DLsite decided to do. For instance, Mina no Genko, they introduced this. It is something completely different from like the credit card that they're establishing now. It was a completely different process. So now DLsite has basically two different methods of payment. Actually, three. If you're talking about regular JCB, this new credit card that they're doing their own official card, and then also their actual alternative payment processor, which is, you know, the Mina no Genko. So they have now three different ways that you can buy stuff on their sites, and they're trying to open up more avenues and alternative payments to kind of counteract what Visa and Mastercard and American Express did to their company. Legitimately, massive win for the Japanese, massive win for DLsite, massive win for, you know, anti-censorship. It is just straight up amazing to see something like this, and honestly, it's expected. Like, if these companies want to play absolute awful mafia-like tactics with multiple companies around the world and act like they are in a position of power to do stuff like this, then obviously there will be a company that rises up to fight back against Visa and Mastercard and, you know, have an alternative method to get around their censorship-like ways. And this is how you create competition. This is how you cause people to rise up against you and no longer want to use your service, because that's what's exactly happening here. If this continues to gain traction and DLsite, you know, tries to offer this alternative method to other sites around in Japan, or hell, even try to expand overseas, then this theoretically could counteract what Visa and Mastercard have been doing to, you know, Japan, what they've been doing to anime, manga, what they've been doing to gaming, what they've been doing to the internet. This would be a nice counter to that. So I'm obviously talking about this to spread awareness of DLsite fighting back. They are legitimately not buckling and bending. They're not bowing down to Visa and Mastercard. They are straight up saying, no, we're taking the fight directly to you. We will create our own method of payment where we never even have to deal with you ever again. You're completely cut out. You'll never make money from us. You'll never even get to see what we're doing anymore. Honestly, incredible stuff. I really do appreciate what DLsite is doing. They are now technically, at this point in time, I think the leader or like the person running the charge against these payment processors in Japan, because they are the first big site I think I'm aware of. I could be wrong, there might be others, but this is the first big site to actually actively fight back against them and try to give alternative means to counteract what Visa and Mastercard have been doing. But yeah, just amazing news. I'm very happy to see this. I'm very happy that DLsite did not bow down to censorship and that they are willing to stand their ground and fight for what they want. And honestly, I'm going to see if I can even get one of these cards. I don't know if I can because I don't live in Japan. I don't know if this is just strictly just for people that live in Japan can get a card like this, but the fact that you can apparently get a virtual one, I'm assuming I might be able to. But if I can, I'm definitely going to get one. Obviously, this is not me sponsored or anything by them, but I'm going to just do it out of my own will because I want to support their actions here. This is a really good thing that they're doing, and after everything that we have been seeing what Visa and Mastercard have been doing to so many different things, I'm going to see if I can. But if I can't, I can't. But if I can't, at the very least, this video is made to spread awareness of it for those that are in Japan that can help and support this. Here you go. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Great news today. Not bad news for once. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the news I offered you guys today. If you like this video, leave a like on it. It does help me out a lot. Please leave a comment. Helps with the algorithm. Chibi out.